So we're just gonna run the rest of this review without connecting to Wi-Fi at all. So one feature I did want to point out that I didn't point out earlier when we were connected to it, on the back, we do get a battery backup slot. It takes 3 AAAs and they're not required to run the unit. You do have to have it plugged into AC power for it to connect to Wi-Fi. So it can't just run off batteries specifically for the Wi-Fi. So that's one feature that's kind of important to note. I will say that it does have outside temperature and humidity, and I'm going to be comparing this to a weather station that I bought with my own money. I purchased the other weather station for $299, and then I actually added on another sensor, so it got into like the mid 300 range. But I'm going to be comparing the two just because I want to compare the accuracy of this $80 device versus my $300 device. So I will say, with temperature for outside, it's typically within half a degree, sometimes spot on with my unit outside, my other setup that I have. Humidity's within 1% typically, plus or minus. The inside temperature and humidity does vary because my other weather station actually has a standalone sensor that you have to place somewhere in your house, as opposed to this one actually having the sensor built in. So that's typically right around the same as each other. Rainfall, one thing I'm particularly impressed with the rainfall is my rainfall for like the daily collection rates have typically been within 0.05 of my other station, which is pretty spot on, I mean, for the price point. And I can't say for 100% certain that the other weather station's completely correct too. So this one might be more accurate, I don't know. Light's been pretty spot on within about 50 WMs. UV's been pretty spot on. The pressure's pretty spot on. And if you want to have a quick comparison, this is my other weather station in the background. So it's at 80.6, 79.9. The wind's been kind of a iffy thing, but I think it's just that this weather station right here doesn't update as quickly. So you notice that the winds are actually blowing from the right direction. And I believe this is actually a mix between gust and the current wind, whereas this one actually has the gust and the current wind. So there's a little bit of variation there sometimes. 216, 292, 2 on the UV index. I mean, we're pretty spot on and accurate with a significantly more expensive device.